How sweet to be an idiot.
Peace to the planet. Greetings. It is I, Charlamagne Tha God.
What's up? Andrew Schulz.
The Brilliant Idiots.
Yep.
They call us the Brilliant Idiots because to some people we're brilliant, to some people we're idiots. I don't know if this is your first time listening to the podcast or your 20th time. I don't know. We've done a few of these already. Mm-hmm. You know? We just like to talk to y'all every week. First of all, shout out to everybody that's been subscribing to the Brilliant Idiots podcast on iTunes.
And shout out to Charlamagne who actually found out how to pronounce subscribe.
Subscribe, yeah.
Yeah, that's 3 episodes in.
3 episodes in, I finally know how to pronounce subscribe. You can subscribe and rank us on iTunes. Yeah. And I found out SoundCloud's a pretty big deal, too.
Huge. A lot of people listen to it on SoundCloud.
Yeah, like because you can never satisfy motherfuckers. So when you post the link to iTunes, they're like,
they bug out.
Motherfucker, I don't have iTunes. Where's the SoundCloud link? Then when you post the link to SoundCloud, motherfucker, I don't got SoundCloud. Put this shit on iTunes.
Yeah.
So it's like you just got to post both to try to please everybody. That's what you would never do in life.
No, you never. That's why you can't please people.
You can't please everyone.
You got to be happy, man.
I'm not happy right now.
Why?
Because, I love to see my folks prospering and flourishing.
Okay.
And making the most of every opportunity that comes their way.
And who's not doing that?
And I hate when I see one of my peoples miss an amazing opportunity. Like I'm like disgusted at
All right, let me
now,
explain. Let me explain what happened. Okay. Basically, I was filming a spot for this new Don Rickles roast. So anybody who doesn't know who Don Rickles is, he's a legendary comedian. He's one of the guys who just kind of like snaps on the crowd and makes fun of everybody. And they're basically honoring him at the Apollo. Spike TV is doing a whole big thing about it.
What the fuck is Don Rickles doing at the Apollo?
I don't know, but I don't know. He needs some black people to make fun of, I guess. I'm not sure.
Did he ever play the Apollo in his life?
I don't know why. It was weird that it was the Apollo because he's like a super white dude, but I don't know, maybe it's an iconic venue, who knows. But so basically, I'm supposed to, I'm filming this spot where I'm, they're featuring an up and coming comedian in New York City and somebody who hopes to aspire one day to do with their career what Don Rickles has done, and they're following me around the city. And Dodge, the car company, is sponsoring it, so I'm driving this Dodge around the city talking shit. I go do a show, right, at the comic strip. I get off stage and basically get a voicemail, and the voicemail is
this guy.
It's just crushing. I'm gonna play the voicemail.
Like Rihanna wants to give you some pussy, and your dick won't get hard. Crushing,
but better than Rihanna's pussy.
Jennifer Lopez,
but better.
Megan Fox.
It's Megan Good and Megan Fox. Ready?
Hi, Andrew. This is Linda Shirley over at the Comedy Cellar. I'm calling because Chris Rock is filming his movie here, and he was wondering if you could stop by right now because he wanted to put you in some. Give me a call if you can make it over. Okay, thank you.
Now, in case that was muffled for any of y'all out there, Chris Rock is shooting a movie at the world-famous Comedy Cellar in New York. Wanted Andrew Schulz to come by and be in the movie, and he's at fucking Showtime at the Apollo doing nigga shit with Mr. Potato Head from fucking Toy Story. What the fuck, yo?
Look, first of all, I wasn't even with Don Rickles. Second of all, let's just be clear.
You didn't even get to meet Don Rickles?
I didn't meet him yet.
So you missed an opportunity to be in Chris Rock's movie and didn't even get an Instagram pic with Mr. Potato Head from Toy Story?
I might be able to meet Mr. Potato Head from Toy Story tonight at the actual live event. Now, to be serious, that message sounded like I actually know Chris Rock or something like that.
You did meet him the other night?
Me and him will talk at the Cellar, but we don't know each other. Basically, they were looking for a young comedian, and then my name was thrown out. And, this is somebody that I'll talk. He won't know my name, but when we're at the table, we'll chop it up.
You know how I know he knows your name?
Okay, how is that?
Because you said you chopped it up with him a few times.
We have.
Recently, you chopped it up with him.
Recently, yeah.
Because you talked about
the Sterling situation.
Donald Sterling. So that was recently.
Yeah.
And for him to say, I want... You don't know if he said Andrew Schulz or the tall, goofy white guy with the nice Jordan
Give me a white guy. Give me a tall, skinny white guy.
They called you. Whatever he said, they knew it was you. Enough to call you to say come in the movie.
Fair. I think it was also the people at the Comedy Cellar were really cool, and they always look out for me. But it was literally, it took me 3 hours to listen to that voicemail because I had called them back first, and that's when they told me. Now, granted, I'm in a great situation. I'm doing something great for my career. I'm working, but the fact that
Ain't
I could
no Chris
be in
Rock movie, though.
I know it's not a Chris Rock
Ain't
movie.
no Chris Rock movie, though. There was nothing you were doing at that moment that could replace not going down there to be in that Chris Rock
Agreed. I thought about what I would have done if I got the call, and I don't know. I don't know what I would have done. I literally don't. I would have had to get out of doing that spot. I would have had to find some way.
It's not like it was MTV or MTV2. It was Spike fucking TV.
Exactly.
You don't got no loyalty to Spike fucking TV.
Exactly. I could just be out. I could just tell him the real reason. Hey,
Chris Rock just called me to be in his movie, dog.
yeah. You really want me to stay?
Hey, come on now. Y'all can find somebody else to fucking shout out Don Rickles and roast Don Rickles, okay? I never understood those roasts. Because how do you roast
It's not
somebody?
a roast. It's not a
What
roast.
was it?
This is just an honoring. It's like, hey, you've been a legend. You've been around forever. You're gonna die soon. Let's just give you one last thing before it's over.
Missed opportunities are the worst, man.
But that wasn't a missed opportunity I could control. Like, I had no say in that situation.
But see, that's what makes you think about it. Like, they always say everything happens for a reason.
I believe that.
I believe that too. And everything,
More so than ever.
everything happens according to God's divine plan.
Yeah.
You were doing something positive. It wasn't like you were out doing something negative. You were working.
Yeah.
You got the call. You missed it.
Yeah.
But what would be the reason that God would want you to miss an opportunity to be in a Chris Rock movie?
Because this movie's going to bomb.
Chris Rock he doesn't have good movies. Let's be clear on that.
Exactly. Now, I'm not going to say that because it's not filming, and maybe he still wants to put me in, and I'm available. But
I can't think. Listen, I love Chris Rock. Chris Rock is a god to me.
Yeah.
But I can't think of too many Chris Rock movies that were amazing.
yeah, I'm not the biggest fan
No.
of the movies.
Head
I'm
of
going to
State
keep it real.
sucked.
Not the biggest fan of movies.
Good Hair was okay for a documentary. What else? What other Chris Rock movies were there?
Oh, man. There was Head of State. I Think I Love My Wife, which I think was cool.
No, that was whack.
No, I think it was cool. I think I Love My Wife was cool. But
The best scene of that movie when he was dancing in the club.
yeah, with the thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Horrible dancer.
Terrible dancer.
Yeah.
Terrible dancer like his movies are terrible.
Well, regardless, he's still a legend, and as a comedian, somebody that I look up to. So it was a crazy opportunity just to be in a Chris Rock movie doing stand up.
Yes.
Like I would get the opportunity to do stand up in a Chris Rock movie.
I would love to have a conversation with Chris Rock, man, because I want to talk to Chris Rock about a number of things. Because I just always felt like his POV on the world
Oh, it was great.
is amazing.
He's
like
good.
his black people versus niggas POV. Is,
Yeah.
I tweet that to people,
Dude.
and I tell people to listen that just so they can understand the difference between black people and niggas.
He does everything way before everybody. Like all this hoopla that's going around about the SNL sketch.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So there's this SNL sketch where
What was
this
the lady's
girl,
name? I forgot her name.
Leslie Jones, right?
Leslie
Funny
Jones.
girl, she's really funny. And they did a sketch where she was basically talking about how if she was around during slave time, she's like 6 feet tall. If she was around during slave time, she'd get laid all the time,
Yeah,
way
she'd
more
be
than
hot.
she does now. She'd be hot. She'd be the shit because they like bred the slaves,
Yeah,
right?
and she said she'd give birth to a bunch of
She
Shaquille O'Neals and
give
LeBron
birth to
James.
Shaquille O'Neal's, LeBron's, all this shit. Everybody's making this huge deal about this whole situation, and nobody's commenting on the fact that Chris Rock already did this joke in Never Scared.
He did?
Remember the NFL? What do you call selective breeding and stuff like that?
Yeah,
the
yeah.
NFL.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think the NFL, the NBA, he goes, we're the best at everything because of that. And when they find a way to heat up an ice skating rink, we're going to take that over too. That was the joke.
Yeah.
Remember? But it's like he already did this bit, and that's the difference between having the internet now and not having it back then. Is now there's a place for
The
people
internet
to
makes
just
you aware of everything.
makes you aware, but also is a place for you to yap about bullshit.
I didn't even take the Leslie Jones thing serious because I was like, why are you mad at her for telling the truth?
Exactly.
She would have been beautiful in slave time. She has a lot of slave-like features. She's 6 foot something. She's not.
That's her argument.
Yeah, she would have gave birth to some. She looks like Shaquille O'Neal. She would have gave birth to some Shaquille O'Neals, some LeBron James. Why are you mad at her for telling the truth?
Yeah.
In slave time, she would have been hot. Like, yes, I want that big ass black motherfucking slave right there to breed with. Nowadays, no, I don't want a girl that looks like a slave. Why are you mad at her for telling the truth?
I get, that's
And
the
it was
thing.
self-deprecating humor. She was shitting on herself.
Exactly, but the argument is, why are you making fun of like these ladies that were raped back in the day? These slaves that were raped. Why is that you
She
making
made
fun
fun
of their
of
joke?
slaves getting raped?
Essentially, these slave. It's not like these slave women who wanted to have sex with everybody and breed with every big ass dude.
Listen, man. First of all,
You don't think they want to cuddle on that cotton?
No, but whoever's mad at Leslie Jones, get the fuck out of here. If I want to make
It's black women that are mad at Leslie
they
Jones.
need to shut the fuck up. Because they should be happy that Leslie Jones can look back on a situation like slavery and laugh. You know how sometimes they say, yeah, we're going to look back at this one day and laugh?
Yeah.
That's essentially what Leslie Jones did. She looked back on a situation that was horrible and said, hey, my people's got through that. We're here now. Let's laugh about it.
And you know who's making fun of her? A bunch of skinny ass, non-slave-like chicks.
Yes, that don't look nothing like
They
Leslie
get
Jones.
dick all the time. Do you know what I mean? And they're just complaining, and they're like, you shouldn't say that. Well, you don't know what it's like to not get fucked.
Exactly. Leslie Jones probably sitting around horny as a motherfucker. Nobody's trying to fuck her.
Hell
her
no.
Facebook status says single. She watches something like Roots, 12 Years a Slave, and says, I could compete back then.
I could do this.
Yeah, back then I could compete.
She's sitting there flicking her bead with her strong-ass hands.
Yes. Pussy head thick as a motherfucker and coarse as shit. Meanwhile, she's looking at Rihanna, Beyonce, all of these beautiful women in 2014 and saying, I can't compete in this era. But in slave times, I could have fucking been the
She's
hottest
hoping it
chick.
comes back.
Yes.
No.
How can you be mad at somebody for doing self-deprecating humor on theyself? That's how she feels. She didn't say the whole black woman race. She said me.
Yeah.
She said I. How can you be mad at her?
I don't know. I don't care. But I'm not sensitive like that. And I don't really even think people care. They just want some stuff to be upset about. They just need to fill their blog.
No, you're right.
That's all this is
right.
I need content on my blog. Let me see who's pissing off black people now.
I need content on my blog, and we live in an era where it's like a playground.
Okay.
And when you're arguing with somebody in the playground, you got an audience and people are cheering you on and shit like that. That's how social media is. That's why if you look at arguments, like you saw Kevin Hart and Mike Epps going back and forth the other day. Mike Epps gave his opinion on Kevin Hart. Said Kevin Hart's overrated. That's his opinion. Nothing wrong with that. Kevin Hart strikes back with facts. Tells him, yo, until you start selling out arenas like me and doing the type of work I'm doing right now in these movies and shit, you're not on my level. Mike Epps strikes back with, hey, well, I didn't have to do what you had to do. You had to wear a dress and sell your soul. You know why? Because everybody's watching. And that's what gets people riled up.
Yeah.
That's what gets them riled up. Like, yeah, Kev, you did sell your soul. Because you got to think like this. When people don't like you, they ride with anything that's against you. So then they try to take a moral standing. Kev's making all of this money, doing what he loves to do. And Mike Epps pulls the, you sold your soul.
But that's some black shit.
It is.
The second somebody's doing better than you and they're black, you just tell them they're a sellout.
Absolutely.
Oh, you working for the white man.
Absolutely.
Oh, the white man's making you dance.
Absolutely.
You tap dancing.
Absolutely.
And that's what happened in this situation. And we spoke about this on the phone or whatever. I just think it's bullshit. I don't understand what's so wrong about putting on a dress. And I guess in history, yeah, some black dude was put on a dress and some guy wanted to emasculate him. Okay, but everybody puts on a dress to be funny. Like, what's the big fucking deal?
White comedian Robin Williams won an Oscar as Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yep.
Okay? Freaking Jim Carrey used to play a freaking stud. I don't know what the fuck that
Martin.
she was on In Living Color.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Martin fucking was Shanae. You gonna act like Shanae wasn't funny?
Shanae was hilarious.
Jamie
Martin was
Foxx
hilarious.
was Wanda. Wanda wasn't funny.
Jamie killed it. Tu Wong Fu, John Leguizamo, and what's the guy's name was in jail
Ving
for tax
Rhames.
evasion?
No, Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
Like, people dress
Talk
up.
about, but everybody focused on Wesley in the movie.
Of
Wesley
course.
wore a dress. John had on a goddamn dress too.
And
he ain't black.
Exactly.
I don't know what the fuck John Leguizamo is.
He's Latino.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You didn't fuck with Grandmama?
Yeah, Grandmama was
You didn't
great.
like Grandmama.
Grandmama was
Larry
great.
Johnson, Charlotte Hornets. You didn't like Grandmama?
Grandmama was great.
When did fucking a man wearing a dress, whether he's acting or being funny, become a thing?
Well, here's the issue. This is what I think it is. It's funny whenever you see opposites. So, really masculine macho dude dressed up as a girl, funny. Those are opposite things. Right? It's very basic. It's just a comedic opposite. That's all it is.
That's why people like Grandmama. I get it.
That's why because it's hilarious. It's like, oh, that guy's a badass motherfucker. Larry Johnson was a badass motherfucker, and he's in a blouse. He's in a fucking house dress.
It works in that way, and it works when it's a really funny bit. Shanae was really funny.
Of course, but I'm saying if you just start at comedic opposites, like, for example, I know when I'm on stage, it's funny when you see me in vulnerable situations. Like, I have that joke about me doing skydiving, right? And it's funny when there's a guy strapped on my back and we're flying, and there's all this turbulence, and I'm just bouncing up and down on this guy's genitals, basically.
Yeah.
The audience laughs because they're like, oh, here's this guy who's kind of like, alpha macho guy, and all of a sudden he's a bottom, and there's some dude's dick. Could be gay. But it's like there's some dick rubbing up his ass, and now it's all of a sudden he's vulnerable, right?
Yes.
That's just funny.
It's too early in the podcast to be talking about dick shows.
We're going to get to our dick segment.
We're going to ease into the dick.
Okay. We're going to ease into it. We're going to ease into the dick.
This is my thing.
Just like you do when a dick is near an ass. You ease into it.
When I was younger, right, I used to watch the men on film on The Living Color. David Alan Grier, Damon Wayans, two guys pretending to be two homosexual movie critics.
Okay. Never
once did I look at that and thought it was gay. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, it's just...
That's it. When I saw fucking Martin play Shanae, and remember when him and Kid she was trying to seduce Kid?
Yeah.
From Kid and Play?
Yeah.
I don't think it's too many comics that would do that now, because they'd fear that people are gonna think I'm gay.
I would do
they're
it.
too insecure to do it.
In a second.
Like, it was just funny. I never looked at it and said, "Oh, Martin's gay."
But that's the thing. People put too much on this shit, and that's what I don't get. It's only for black dudes. Dave Chappelle said it in an interview with Oprah,
and everybody ran with it.
And everybody ran with it like his shit is gospel. And you know what the fucked up thing is? He wore a dress in Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He already wore the dress. So it's like, what are you complaining about? Just put on the dress. Not everybody's trying to hold you down. There's no meeting where listen, there's no meeting where white people come together and they go, hey, I got a good idea. Let's make black people look silly in dresses.
But no, people think that is. My homeboy.
That's what I'm saying. It's not real. Like, get this out of your fucking head that there's these meetings where white people conspire to emasculate black people by putting them in dresses. If we really wanted to emasculate black people, we'd stop the NFL. We'd stop the NBA. We'd stop the professional sports where you guys look like fucking superheroes.
And make multi-millions off it.
You know what I mean? Like, there's not this agenda. Do you know what I'm saying? If we really want to emasculate you, do you think that we would stop fucking rap music where you're just banging chicks all the fucking time?
Yes.
Like, hello, there's way more masculine things that black people do out there than one fucking actor wearing a goddamn dress.
And a comedian at that.
It is arrogant. It is honestly arrogant to assume that the world revolves around black people so much that a bunch of rich white dudes would conspire in a room to hold you down by putting you in a fucking dress.
But you know, like, a lot of times...
Isn't that arrogant?
No, I'm with you. But a lot of times in our community, we have to use things to justify our own failures.
Yes.
And what I mean by that is, if you see somebody that's winning in the black community, a black person will say, oh, they only doing that because they sold their soul. Or they did that because they wore the dress. Or he did that because he's gay. Or he's in the Illuminati. It can't never be no because he's talented.
Mm-hmm.
No because he works hard. No because he actually believes in God and keeps the faith. It can never be that. People have to justify their own failures.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They can't just go, that person was more determined than me.
My homeboy Choke No Joke. He calls me yesterday. And
what's his name?
His name's Choke No Joke.
Choke No Joke.
Choke No Joke, yeah.
Okay, why?
I have no idea. Now that you say it, ask me that. I really don't.
You've been calling another man Choke No Joke.
I actually call him Choke. Yo, Choke!
Yo, Choke, you call him.
Choke No Joke. Yeah. So Choke calls me.
And you don't even ask.
I don't even give a fuck. I've ran across worse nicknames. If I'm not going to ask a guy why he calls himself, murder you and your mama twice daily, I'm not going to fucking ask somebody about Choke No Joke.
That'd be real funny if you did ask, like, hey, why is your name Choke?
No, I used to know somebody whose name was murder you and your mom twice daily.
Then you had to say that whole stupid fucking name every single time?
I used to call him Murder for short, but then I asked him one day.
Yeah, what's your whole name?
I'm like, yo, do you know that you actually can't murder somebody twice daily, right? Like, you can only technically kill them once, period.
And then what he say? You want to find out?
Nah, he was just like, ha, you funny, nigga. Ha, ha, ha. But Choke calls me and tries to convince me yesterday that it gets a point in your career that you get a phone call. And I swear to God, he told me that.
Jesus Christ.
He said you get a phone call and they tell you that you won't have any more legal trouble for the rest of your life and you will be financially set for the rest of your life if you push this agenda. I'm like, Choke, if you don't shut the fuck up. It's like, that is the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Where does this shit come from?
I have it comes from people having to justify their own failures. That's where it comes from.
I agree with that. I
That's it.
definitely agree with that. But I think that we need to make that more popular. I think that needs to go out there, because to have two guys who are doing well and are successful actors and comedians shitting on each other because one wears a dress and then the other doesn't, it's like, who gives a flying
shit?
fuck?
Who gives a
What
shit?
is worse, wearing a dress or being an ignorant ass, don't even know how to speak English properly motherfucker
No.
like Mike Epps has been in movies?
No, what's worse than wearing a dress than fucking playing a drug dealer?
A drug addict?
A fucking murderer, a gangbanger.
Yeah, well, that's a great thing. Why is it that when black people play gangbangers and they murder people and they sell drugs and ruin people's lives, it's like, oh, no, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Oh, you wore a dress to make people chuckle? Sell
Yeah.
out.
And guess what?
You sell out?
And
How dare you?
You have a better argument saying that when a black person plays a role that is kind of demeaning, then they get rewarded. Fucking Denzel Washington did Malcolm X, didn't get an award. He did John Q, he didn't get an award. I think he got nominated for Glory, but he won the Oscar for playing a fucking trucket cop
In Training Day.
in Training
He
Day.
was incredible. He's maybe my favorite actor.
Halle Berry, Monsters Ball sucked.
Yeah, but she got that dick from
She
Billy.
got that fucking white dick,
Hell yeah, she
showed
did.
her fucking titties, and they gave her an Oscar.
That's right. She deserved that shit after
They've
taking
been wanting to see Holly
Billy's
naked
dick.
for a long
Yeah.
time.
They paid good money for them titties, too.
It's more of a conspiracy with that than it is putting somebody in a dress.
What do you mean?
Because, they say they put you in a dress and then your career
Wait a
goes
minute.
to another level.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this exactly, though. Why is it a sellout move? Because there are horrible characters that people are playing, black, white, etc., that are way worse influences on youth and culture. You know what I mean? That people aspire to be after they see some gangbanger shooting something up and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's way worse as a person to do and inspire people to do that than wearing a dress.
I don't give a fuck about the dress.
But I know you don't. I don't either.
Yeah.
But why are we holding on to this dress? Like, why is it so bad? Let's say the white man did want to hold you down. Let's say the white man wanted to hold you. That was the white man's plan, which is fucking ridiculous. But let's just say. And let's say they did want to hold you down by wearing...
At one point, the white man did want to hold her
Sure,
down.
sure. Okay, whatever.
Not in our lifetime, though.
Whatever. Yeah, it don't matter. Okay, so let's just say they do, right? Let's say they do want to do it. And their goal is to do it by wearing a dress,
Okay.
right? Wouldn't you still want to wear a dress instead of portray a fucked up stereotype that leads kids to want to go out and murder and kill people and fucking sell drugs? Like, isn't that still worse for your people?
Yes.
Like, if you really cared about your people, you would do something to inspire them to be good. You wouldn't give a fuck if the white man jerked off on the fact that you're wearing a dress. I don't give a fuck.
You know what's going to confuse everybody now?
Yeah.
The fact that it's a rapper named Young Thug,
Okay.
who is everything that we're talking about combined. He
What do you
wears
mean?
dresses.
Okay.
He puts fingernail polish on.
Okay.
And he talks about shooting you, killing you, using drugs, and selling drugs.
He's gay?
No, not that we know of. His name
Okay.
his name is Young Thug. Now what the fuck? Now we just all confused. And if Young Thug does not blow up, we got to throw this whole wearing the dress theory out the goddamn window. Okay? Like, if Young Thug does not go motherfucking double platinum, we got to throw this whole you put on the dress and became prosperous theory out the fucking window. You gonna get poll, Chris? Yeah, we gonna get it now. We got to throw this shit out the fucking window.
Fair. I agree with it. I just think it's such bullshit, man. I don't know. I think there's way worse things that you can do, and I hate that shit.
I do. I really do.
What's the big deal if you put on a dress?
I don't get it, man.
What's the big deal selling out? Like, I know you always would say this. You can't sell out unless someone wants to buy
You
in.
can't sell out unless somebody wants to buy in.
But first of all, what is selling out? Like,
People think selling out is a negative connotation. It's not. I don't even know if I use that negative connotation phrase right. But
people think selling out has a negative connotation.
people think selling out has a negative connotation.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, everything we do, we're building up so somebody can buy into it.
Yeah.
We're building products. We're building brands so someone can buy into it.
So I guess they're saying selling out is doing something against your will because someone is giving you money. So they're buying out your pride.
Yeah,
or
but the
buying
problem
out-
with
yeah.
that is, I personally feel like Charlamagne Tha God, I haven't switched up anything as far as the way I deliver, as far as the way I talk, as far as the things I say, the opinions I express. But now that I'm on MTV, MTV2, I'm on TV all the time. I got a nationally syndicated radio show. People say, yo, you selling out. Why?
So they'll
What if I change? What
they'll
if I
accuse
change?
you of selling out without you doing anything that you
I
don't
haven't
want
done
to do.
anything different. Like yesterday, I gave Adrian Broner Donkey of the Day.
Yeah.
I gave him Donkey of the Day because he insulted Mexicans after the fight when he goes, "Hey, I'm the can man. Anybody can get it. An African, I beat the fuck out of a Mexican." And Jim Gray snatched the mic from him and goes, "Come on, man. You said you were supposed to be more humble." My thing was, how you going to insult the #1 fans of boxing?
How is that an insult? I think people are way too sensitive. How is that an insult?
He could have just said, "I beat the fuck." Why do you have to bring race or
what-
ethnicity or nationality into it? He could have just said, "I just beat the fuck out my opponent."
But what's up, Poe? But what I don't get is why that's an insult. Why is saying a name of a country or a type of people in a certain way, and this is how sensitive people are.
Okay.
Ready? Arab, not offensive. Arab, holy shit. I can't believe you called me an Arab. You can't believe I emphasized the A?
We need another chair for homie, right?
Hey,
Ask Chris. Yeah. Listen. Yeah, we're recording.
Yeah, we're recording.
This is a fucking podcast. This is live action.
Yeah.
Listen, he insulted a whole nationality.
Right.
He should have just said, "I beat the fuck out my opponent."
right.
He didn't have to say African or Mexican.
But why not? That's how you sell fights.
Put it like this.
That's how you sell fights.
If a white guy would have said, "I
Yeah.
just beat the fuck out of an African American," it'd have been World War fucking III. Just say, "I beat the fuck out my opponent." Right, like I said, Mexicans are the #1 fans of boxing.
Mm-hmm.
You need them. It's the reason Adrian Broner hasn't headlined a pay-per-view yet. #1, he hasn't proven that he's that great.
Mm-hmm.
And #2, he don't have the fan base to support it. You know why Canelo Alvarez is selling out pay-per-views? Because he's really good and he's Mexican. So he has that fan
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
base.
you got a fan base.
You gotta coddle to those. Well, it's a reason. Remember when fucking Floyd fought Oscar De La Hoya? He came out in all the Mexican garb.
Yeah, yeah. No, listen, I'm all about it. I'm all about it, and I understand how fights work, but I think, honestly, that even promotes a fight even more.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because the fight game is about one thing, supporters and haters. You need your supporters to be just as angry as happy as your haters are angry.
You know why people love Floyd Mayweather?
But let me explain. Let me
love
explain.
to hate him.
That's my point. That's what I'm
They
saying.
just hate Adrian Broner.
But
It's
that's
a
my
difference.
point. With Adrian Broner, you want every Mexican to hate you. You want every Mexican to want you to lose because they're not going to root for you anyway.
But it's a difference.
So you
between-
might as well have them hate you and then buy the pay-per-view for you to lose.
It's a difference between wanting you to lose and throwing shit at you when you come in the arena.
Good.
No.
Yes, that's good.
It's gone too far.
Trust me, that's good for boxing. And I think they're overly sensitive. I think he's just trying to do a cute little thing. I'm the can man. I take an African, a
It
Mexican.
was a terrible joke.
Whatever, it's a terrible joke.
Instead of having rappers fucking come to the ring with him, he should have rappers write him fucking shit to say.
Hey,
That shit
man,
sounded stupid.
whatever they
as fuck.
want. But what I'm saying is I like the idea of hyping a fight. Do I think he's a good fighter? No. I think he's incredibly overrated. I think he's a fucking can, a tomato can. That's what we call in boxing when somebody's a bad fighter. I think he's a tomato
can.
Yeah.
But long story short, somebody called me an Uncle Tom and a sellout
Okay.
for saying that fucking Adrian Broner needs to fucking tone that shit the fuck down and not insult the #1 fans of boxing. What the fuck does that have to do with being an Uncle Tom and a sellout?
Why are you a sellout?
I don't fucking know. Because I didn't ride with Adrian Broner. I guess because Adrian Broner comes to the ring with rappers.
No, because Adrian Broner's black. You're black. And you're supposed to support whatever a
we're
black
both
guy does.
quote unquote hip hop. I'm supposed to just say, yeah, that's cool. Let him
Yeah.
ride out. Okay.
Why
Now,
is that? Why is there so much pressure?
pressure to be black?
No, pressure to support black. Like, you can't just, like, don't you ever just have a feeling where you're like, you know what, I don't fucking support that black dude, and then you have to suppress it because some kid is going to tweet that you're a sellout, that you don't support your local drug dealer.
Exactly. I'm not supporting negative shit no matter the color. If it's negative, I'm not supporting it.
Yeah.
I could give a flying fuck if it's black, white, green, yellow.
I think what you're saying is that the black people need less unity.
Yes, we do.
You need
we all
less
don't have
unity.
to, we all don't have to fucking stick together.
It's too much
But then,
unity.
listen, but seriously, I always say this shit all the time. Segregation was a great concept that was poorly executed because it shouldn't have been based on race. It should have been based on behavior.
Yeah.
And if it was based on behavior now, guess what? It'd be black people that didn't want to hang out with other black people.
You know what? It is based on behavior amongst these young
We do it
generations.
now.
Yeah.
What do you think the VIP in the club is? What do you think first class on the plane is?
Yep.
It's certain hoods I'm not going in.
Yep.
I don't want to be around that shit.
Yeah, we do it based on money now.
I don't want to hang out with nobody from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Why not? Not
Nobody.
Not Nico?
Fuck Nintendo.
Why not
There's only
Nintendo?
Flocka's my man. Other than that, I don't want to hang out with nobody on that show.
Why not? What about
Because I believe in segregation.
Okay,
And
you
I
want to
believe I'm better than
segregate-
them.
Okay.
And I believe that they should not be around me because of their behavior.
Why?
Because they're niggas and I'm not.
And what about them makes them that?
Have you seen Love and Hip Hop Atlanta?
Yeah, obviously.
Watch the trailer for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. First of all, shout out to my homegirl, Poe Johnson. She's in here right now.
So Poe is in here right now with
She
her
got a
friend who's
producer,
got a
Zeek.
cast.
First of all, Zeek Thomas. You know she's Isaiah Thomas' son, right?
Oh, really? Are you
Zeek
really?
Thomas.
Is it true or what?
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's what's up, man. You fucked up the Knicks. I just want to let you guys know. You guys
I
really
want to let
fucked
you know
us
that the
up.
Knicks already fucked up before I
Hey,
showed up.
I don't care. It's
Y'all
your
were
dad's
bums.
fault.
No,
Don't even put
no,
Steve
stop
Francis.
that. Y'all
Steve
were
Francis.
bums.
Don't give me y'all were bums. It's
You
your
had
Pops
Clarence
job to not.
Weatherspoon, Charlie Ward, Howard Isley.
And we made the
Shandon
playoffs with them.
Anderson. You did not make the playoffs.
With Charlie Ward, we
You
didn't go to
did
the
not get it
playoffs?
straight. You did not make the playoffs.
Hold on, you're saying Charlie Ward never made the playoffs?
I'm not saying he never made the playoffs. I'm just saying before my dad got there, you were not making the playoffs.
Okay, and then what happened with Steve Francis?
You were not. We made the playoffs.
With Stevie.
We made the playoffs one
Man,
year.
you just
Don't
saying
get it
shit
twisted.
that ain't
About
is
playoffs. We
fake.
made the playoffs.
You know you bankrupt the goddamn Knicks.
We made the playoffs.
You
Why did-
bankrupt the
Talking about
Knicks.
bankrupted the Knicks. You
Why-
can't do that. That's impossible.
Why does Steve Francis look 80 years old now?
What? Because he's been hanging out with his dad. I don't know what the hell's going on. Steve
He's
Francis.
promoting boxing matches now.
Steve Francis.
Y'all talking
Jesus.
about boxing?
He looked like he got
Oh,
beat
Jesus.
the fuck up. That's
Listen.
what Steve Francis.
Okay,
looks
so what
like.
happened? I can tell you're defensive about this thing because you
I'm
get
not
this a lot.
defensive. I'm very factual.
You're very factual.
I'm very
So
factual.
how did the Knicks do under your dad's reign?
I just want to make sure that everybody knows when ESPN
You're avoiding
came,
the question.
When
You're
ESPN,
avoiding the question right
when
now.
ESPN came out with the rankings about who is the best drafter of all time, who is the best drafter of all time?
Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas.
And listen, I have no problem
And
with Isaiah.
the Knicks now
Listen.
look like a damn ARP squad.
Let me tell you something.
With no talent.
Speaking
me
of
tell you
draft,
something.
Isaiah drafted Ronaldo
on.
Balkman from University of South Carolina.
All right,
we still
fair.
don't know why the fuck he did that, but we love that he did it.
Yeah, energy.
Okay.
Shout out to Isaiah.
Realistically speaking, obviously your dad, one of the best to do it. Right?
Yes.
Play
Y'all
basketball.
with 30 for 30.
Amazing. Okay.
Amazing 30 for 30.
Amazing basketball player.
One of the
Okay?
greatest teams of all time. I love the fucking Bad Boy Pistons.
Oh, incredible. Now, also one of the best aging people in the entire world.
He's not aging.
That's what I'm saying. He's aging
He actually
incredibly.
looks younger than you.
Yeah,
do.
you look older than him, honestly. Seriously. You got your mother's aging or some shit because your dad literally is the Benjamin Button of black people.
No, he is.
He's going
He
backwards.
is. Isaiah Thomas is not
Incredible.
aging at all.
Amazing smile. Okay. He is an incredibly charismatic
Where are you
smile.
going with this, Schulz? Do you want to
Let
fuck
me
him or
just
something?
date
No,
him.
what I'm
It's a
trying,
Brett
I'm
commercial.
building him up so I
He's
can
building
shit
up so
all
he can
over him.
destroy
Yeah,
your
exactly.
dad.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously incredibly talented those things, but you have to sit here and admit to me that he did do a bad job with the Knicks.
But
I
who's
will-
done a good job with the Knicks?
Charlamagne, can I just get an admission, please?
Oh, okay, all right.
Thank
What
you.
I will say is that the New York Knicks tenure was flawed.
I'll take that as a yes.
It was
I'll
fun.
take that as a
Carmelo
yes.
Anthony's on the
fun.
Knicks, so I ride.
Yeah, no, I like that. Look, the Knicks are fucked in a lot of ways. They're still fucked in a lot of ways. You know, the whole ties to CAA and all this other stuff. But we don't have to get into
Carmelo
it.
signed the CAA too.
Should I
Oh,
be
the
in
whole
this
Knicks
room?
are.
Should I walk out of here?
No. We're
No,
not
you're
leaving,
good, Poe. Come on.
Now listen, hold on. Let's finish our conversation.
Okay, yeah.
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Segregation was a great concept that was poorly executed. Zeke, Poe, would you want to hang around anybody from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta?
I've hung around a few people from Love and Hip. Well,
I agree with you.
I've
Okay.
It's scary that I agree with you, though, but I agree with
Have you seen the trailer for the new season? The
I
trailer for the
haven't,
new season.
honestly.
Mimi got a sex tape.
Benzino got shot.
Benzino got shot.
Damn.
The other dude don't believe it's his baby, so they swapping the baby on the commercial. It's about 3 or 4 different girls fighting. I'm like,
Can I tell you a
holy
story?
shit.
Damn. Like a Jerry Springer.
This is some real shit. I had a meeting with the executive producer of Duck Dynasty. Right? You know Duck Dynasty
Yes.
is like, you know, the biggest hit show A&E has ever had, huge show, right? And I said, you know, how'd you think of this show? This is a brilliant idea. It's like a sitcom, but it's not scripted. It's a reality show, but it's a sitcom. And she goes, that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted a comedy. You know, we would basically have this show that's essentially a sitcom just like any other, but we make it a reality show because I felt like people wanted to feel good. And then she goes, I've been trying to think how you do this with a drama. And she literally said to me, I want to do this with a drama, but what happens in dramas? People get shot. You know, people's lives are ruined.
Yeah.
You can't do that on a TV show. And this fucking year, Love and Hip Hop found a way to do
Hip
it.
Hop did it.
Is that not crazy? Like a reality show where people get shot, their lives, their fucking babies get swabbed,
And it's funny.
that
and it's hilarious.
you,
but like,
you're
but-
addicted to it when it's on TV. Can you not look away?
No, I can't.
Exactly.
I definitely
Yeah, but in
can't.
real life, you're calling 911. In real life, put it like this: if Love and Hip Hop Atlanta was a neighborhood, you'd want to move out that fucking neighborhood.
I
There's
definitely.
no way you would live in that neighborhood with those people.
Yo, bro, where you at? Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't coming
Like,
where you at? LHHA? Nah, I ain't coming over to that hood.
I can't come pick you
I don't
up. I
fuck with
can't
that
come
hood.
pick you up.
I call Mona Scott Young Satan Scott Young.
Really?
Satan Scott Young.
Why?
Because she is the conduit between the gateways of hell and reality TV. Because you got to think, right? If I'm a kid,
She doesn't
listen,
force anybody to do anything.
she doesn't.
Yeah.
But she gives them the platform. And if I'm sitting there watching it as an what's the word? Impressionable motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, all that dumb devilish shit they do, and if I do that, I can be on TV too. Fuck it.
Well, shit, you on about 30 shows, so.
Yeah, but
all
none
right.
of them are doing that kind of shit. Look at Poe's on one of the positive shows.
Yes, I am.
What do you want?
Lala's Full Court
Lala's
Life.
Full Court Life.
Okay, cool.
Have they ever tried to make y'all do any ratchet shit?
No, I mean, no. All right, they do.
But don't you do ratchet shit anyway?
Yeah, Poe's
Yeah.
ratchet as fuck. I don't understand how you've been
I'm
able to
ratchet.
hide
You
your
know what it is?
ratchetness.
Let me just say, I think Full Court Life is a family show, so a lot of stuff that I actually do in real life, they cannot show.
Why? What do you do in real life that they don't show?
You've hung out with me before, Andrew.
Yeah, but I don't know anything.
We
I just
text.
think you.
I mean,
think
come
you
on.
dress cool. That's all I know about
Hey,
you.
Poe-
Yo, her outfit, she was killing it the
Poe's
other
the
night.
First of all, Poe dresses better than every girl
I told
know.
her, get me everything you get in a 34.
Not only this,
I said, get
No,
that shit in a
seriously.
34.
I tell her all the time she should be styling somebody.
She needs to be styling me. You are killing it. Like even right now, the other night when you had the Carmen Sandiego shit
Oh,
on,
yeah.
that was my
She was
favorite.
actually
you
dressed like
liked it?
Justin Bieber at the
Oh,
final.
yeah.
I know,
I was
but you were
total
killing
Justin
it.
Bieber.
Bieber could wear this shit.
Yo,
Bieber would wear this shit.
Yeah.
I want to hang out with Biebs.
Yeah, I could see you guys killing it.
When
together.
Poe's
we
music
would
career
look alike.
pops off, everybody's gonna be trying to dress like Poe.
Hey,
Speaking
I
of music
guarantee
career,
that
the single
shit.
dropped today, Monsters Be Brave.
what's
available.
the single?
It's called Monsters Be Brave.
What's it about?
With me and Zeke. It's about
That's what's up, Zeke.
just,
Yes.
Man,
just kind of like letting your inner monster
hopefully
out,
he
being
manages
ratchet.
your
being
career
free.
a lot better than his dad managed the Knicks. Okay,
Shots
that's
fired.
what
Shots.
I wanted to ask you about the monster shit. Ain't the monster shit like Lady Gaga though?
She does have a song called Monsters, but that's not how our song is. I think the premise is very different, don't you think? Of the song?
It's sexual.
I
feel
mean,
Lady Gaga is playfully sexual.
well, let me
go
just,
for it.
you know how people say,
Lady
let me
Gaga
just,
acts like she want to eat pussy. Poe actually eats pussy.
that is very true. You're right about that. Let me just, you know how
Please
like,
explain, and then we're gonna get to this
people-
pussy eating because let me get a sip
everybody
of
wants
water.
to talk about that.
Hold on.
No,
of course
you
we
know-
want to talk about it.
you know,
Listen, let
I
me
don't
tell you
want to
something.
be honest.
This is for real, Poe. Guys, I can't speak for Charlamagne, but I can. Vaginas are very, how do I say this? Like when you look at it, you don't go, oh, that makes sense.
I have one.
She has one.
Yeah, but even when
So-
you look at it, you look at it and you be like, oh yeah, there should definitely be a hood. That needs to be there. You know what I mean? I should definitely have all those lips.
When I see one, I definitely want it. Like if it's a nice one, I definitely want to put my mouth.
I want to
That's
put
how
my
I
mouth
feel.
on it too,
Yeah,
but that don't
definitely.
mean that
That's
I
how I
know
feel
what the
about
fuck it
asses,
is.
too.
Huh?
That's how I feel about asses.
Yeah, I'm down to eat
I
ass.
love
too.
Oh,
eating
I
a
know
pretty
how you
asshole.
like. Yeah, you talk about sucking farts.
And I've learned. I learned to
Sucking
eat pussy
farts.
from a
Yeah,
woman.
yeah.
I learned to eat
Hey.
pussy from a
You don't
woman.
like sucking farts?
I don't know about
Finish.
all that.
You're
on.
into sucking farts too?
No, I don't suck farts. I do eat ass.
So how does it go? You actually just say
like a
fart
bong
and
hit.
you go,
It's a bong.
It's
rip.
a bong hit. When a girl lets
Yo,
you go,
not
you
for
just catch
nothing.
it in
That's
the
a
mouth.
good ass metaphor. I've never done it, but now
It
I
is.
can. Now I get it.
Nah, dude,
It's
I
just
wouldn't.
like a
fart.
bong
I wouldn't
hit.
suck a fart because sometimes when I fart, I shit a little. You know what I
Oh,
mean? And I'm
shit,
not willing to
Andrew.
risk that kind of situation. Like,
That's
only
called
catch-
sharding. That's
Yeah,
sharding.
yeah. What if a girl sharted in your fucking
No, you
mouth,
only catch that
Charlamagne?
when you ask her
That's
to
how
do
you
it.
got that discoloration.
You ask her to do it. When you ask her to do it, that's when you get some shart in your mouth because she's straining and she's pushing.
She's trying to push. When
yes,
it's
when
natural,
it's natural, it's just nice gas, organic.
just or organic.
that
Has-
vegan.
has-
Gluten-free fart.
Has anybody ever sharted in your mouth?
No, I haven't never been sharted on.
You know, we always honest with each other. You could tell me.
No, I've never been sharted. I've sharted on
Thank God.
myself, but I've never sharted. I've never had a
He knocked on wood on that one.
Okay, what about? Let's talk about eating pussy because.
Okay.
What is excellent? Because I texted you the other night about
Yeah.
this. You know, you said come to this party, and then
Yeah.
you told me you were the best. No, Charlamagne was saying that you're the best at eating pussy, and I wanted to know, like,
Oh, I didn't
How did Charlamagne?
I didn't say that.
yes, you did. When we're at the
You
party,
know
you're like,
what?
yo, she's the
I
best.
said, I bet you Poe eats pussy better than all of us. That's what I said. I didn't say she's the
campaign.
best at eating pussy.
Well, I'm sorry. You know the best at eating pussy. You acting real defensive
I mean,
right
I'm
now.
pretty good at eating pussy.
You think you're better than Poe at eating
Absolutely
pussy?
not.
Let me. Okay.
Okay,
thank God.
Absolutely
okay.
not.
Because I was
Without
gonna
question.
have to speak up and
No.
say something.
Okay, so what makes a girl good? No, what makes anybody good at eating pussy?
Oh, I I guess if not even I guess you can make it come. You can have some fun.
So,
But that ain't shit making a cum.
See, I think that you guys get it confused because a lot of girls lie, and a lot of girls are really good at lying, saying, "Oh yeah, I bust one," but like, if I don't know, you
So
gotta
what do
know where
you
you're
do?
going, huh?
What do you do? What's your technique?
I left my diagram at home.
You have a diagram for
No,
it?
I'm being sarcastic.
Oh,
I
okay.
just can't. I mean, you gotta connect mentally, and like it's like it has a brain in there. And you just got to get to know the brain down there. Like, you guys have a brain down there, we have a brain down there.
I did some shit last night, right? Like, I turned the Music Choice channel on because I love having sex to the R&B Soul channel on Music Choice. And then I was eating the pussy, but I was eating it from the angle of I was, like, sitting up. So I wasn't, like, under her coming down. I was, like, over her on top of that shit.
So, like a 69 backwards type
Yeah,
thing?
but I didn't have my ass in her face.
I
But I was back,
leaned
that was that
over,
way,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
How did that
And
work
that
out?
shit made her squirt like a motherfucker.
Oh,
Really?
Yes.
Where were you guys sitting when you did
It was on
this?
the bed. And I was
Okay.
like, maybe I need to start eating pussy from the top and not the bottom. Fuck starting from the
I
bottom that
think
we
it
had.
was
Start
just-
from the top and fucking finish.
It just depends on, like, you know what? I think girls have clitoral stimulation. Girls are clitoral people, and some girls are penetration people. So depending on what that is.
What do you do when a girl's penetration and you can't penetrate?
See, then you have all kind of apparatuses. That
Oh, you strap on.
Let
Let me keep it
Look
real
at
with
her.
you. Hey,
Look at
let-
her and ask her again if she straps on.
Let me keep it real with you.
Okay,
Right?
go ahead, go for it.
Have you ever had a strap on and then looked at a girl and be like, you know what? Suck that fake dick.
Come on, Paul.
Yo, keep it real. Like, don't you feel like a boss? Like, when you got that
Total
shit
bossed
dead?
up.
Yeah.
But I didn't have to say it. She just did it.
Word?
Yeah, she
Now,
just
I'm going to
did
be
it.
honest with you. That's the dumbest shit in the world.
Well, not,
fuck would
it's a
you-
whole mental thing.
It's a mental thing.
thing.
Why are
If
you
see-
sucking a fake dick and you can't feel shit? So what is the point?
It's a
if
mental
If
thing.
you visually see that, you wouldn't get turned on.
What, a girl sucking a
If a
fake
girl
dick?
was
No,
butt-
because I got a real dick. I want her to suck mine.
If a
You don't
girl
watch
was
porn?
butt-ass naked,
It turns you on when you watch some dude get his dick sucked in porn?
I love seeing two girls eat each other out, but if I saw a girl sucking a fake dick, I'd be like, what the fuck is her dumb ass doing?
No, I'm fine with that shit.
and some girls like sucking dick, and I don't have one. I mean, I don't have a real one, so I gave her a fake one.
That's
to
like
suck.
getting a tattoo on an artificial arm. Imagine getting a tattoo on an artificial arm and flinching and shit, acting like it hurts and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, did you do that?
Some
When you
girls
were-
just
Yo,
know.
you should say that. You should be, yo, no teeth, yo.
No.
Yo, stop using your teeth on that shit. You're gonna leave dents.
No. I was just like, I let her do her thing.
Now-
Shit, I just, I took pictures actually.
You depicted her sucking fake dick?
That was my old.
Why you
phone.
never showed me those?
That was my old phone a long time ago.
Now, Zeke, as the producer, why you don't ever encourage Poe to sing about this kind of shit?
I encourage Poe to do a lot. I mean, as the producer, I encourage Poe to
It's like my pimp over here.
finger herself in the studio.
What? Holy shit. What the fuck? I have never heard that fucking
That's
message.
what's up, man.
You
This
gotta-
is what was missing from Isaiah and the Knicks. A little motivation.
Oh, no, Isaiah was a
the
freak. Now,
problem.
hold on. Isaiah had caught a charge with
Oh,
you.
that's right, man. Maybe
Isaiah was a freak.
Hey, man, that's right.
Don't act like Isaiah
That was the
Thomas a
problem
fucking
with the
freak.
organization. Everybody
Isaiah-
figuring
Isaiah
themselves.
Thomas
Need to
was
play some
fucking.
basketball.
I gotta plead the fifth on that one.
All right, you learned that from... Where the fuck did you learn to have people that you work with finger themselves because it makes them perform better?
You gotta catch that emotion.
Really?
That's why you gotta get the record.
catch that
You
emotion.
That's why your daddy
record.
caught that goddamn sexual harassment. He probably had that chick fingering the
He was
fuck
like,
out
listen,
herself.
if you want to make this trade go through, you gotta start you gotta start rubbing your pussy up against something, man. Dry pussies don't get trades through. We need Steve Francis tomorrow.
Paul, hypothetically speaking,
Okay.
what does fingering yourself in the studio
Well,
do for your vocals?
I had to evoke like this sexual thing, and I wasn't, I wasn't feeling sexual, so it didn't come across on the track. And Zeke was like, "You gonna have to get it together." And I was like, "Damn, what can I do?" And then, I can turn myself on very well. So
Fuck my
That's
stomach.
actually, now that I think about it, I've heard that.
Can
what
I
kind
say
of
something
like
real
a
quick?
moaning
What?
thing?
My girlfriend is an artist, and I am so petrified of her
Fingering herself
going
in
into the
studio.
fucking studio. You realize that is my worst nightmare? My worst nightmare is my girl in the studio and she's not connecting, and the guy starts saying, why don't you just think about, is your boyfriend not listening to you?
Wait, okay, let me just
Go in.
I did not finger myself. I did touch myself a bit though.
What's the
You
difference?
rubbed your clit.
I didn't like I didn't really get down. I was dressed, so I just kind of stuck my hands in my pants and like, you know.
Do you
Did
shave?
you get wet?
Wax.
You wax.
I just got waxed the other day.
Did you get wet though?
Absolutely.
Did it make you more sexual?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It evoked the emotion, and we got to hit record now.
What's the name of the records? When I listen to it, I can visualize you fingering yourself.
Oh, you absolutely can. It's called Monsters Be Brave.
Oh, that's the single.
Oh, that's the single?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Came out today, guys. Come
So
on.
I've heard that
Monsters
before,
Be
though. Like,
Brave.
I've heard Biggie say that he got head in the studio while he was rapping and shit.
Yeah.
To relax him. Like when they was doing skits about sex,
I have a
he would
hard
actually
time.
fuck in the studio.
I have a hard time believing that a fat person needs help relaxing. How many fat people you be like, oh, I'm just too high strung right now. I want to run around. If I could only get my dick sucked so I can find a
You
seat.
fucking dead, Schulz. You stop being so
Hey, man, look.
Zeke, I need more of your sexual tips. What else have you done to make girls relax in the goddamn studio?
That's as far as we've gone. I don't know what else.
You don't have to say the artist names. We'd like for you to, but you don't have to. But what else have you done?
There's,
I'm cringing right now just at the idea of my girlfriend
doing
doing
it.
any of this shit.
What kind
Oh
of music?
my
What kind of
God.
music does Tara do?
Not whatever fucking Zeke produces, that's for damn sure.
She does like pop, right?
No, she does like folk, like rock.
Folk
I
rock.
can do it. I got
Man,
some
shut the
beats.
fuck up, man. God damn motherfucker. Jesus Christ.
What kind of techniques would you tell a folk rock singer?
You know, a
Man,
folk
shut
rock
the
singer.
fuck
I
up.
mean, I'm just.
Because they have to dig deep.
I think we might have to have a one-on-one session.
Oh, word.
I think it might have to be a one-on-one session.
That was a long ass 12-hour session that we had.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Long,
It
thick.
Poe, are you going both teams? Is that what it is?
Poe fuck with dick too sometimes.
No, you don't.
I haven't had the D in about 11 years, man.
11 years you've
Yeah.
been off the D.
Yeah.
It sounds like a long time. You counting?
Yeah.
Why? Why'd you stop?
I got a hold to some good pussy, and
And
I
then
just
what?
never looked back.
Really? Now let me ask you something.
That's how I felt.
Why? Because you were on the dick before?
You got hold some good pussy.
But before that, what happened? The dick was there?
All about that dick.
It was all about that D? Big old South,
This
big
is
old
the dick
South
segment.
Carolina.
This interview is over.
This is the
This
dick
is the
segment.
dick segment. All right. So now we're talking about dicks. We always have a dick segment on Brilliant
Okay.
Idiots, right?
What
Got it.
about dicks turned you off, Poe?
I don't know. I'm not turned off by him.
Okay,
I'm
why do you
liking
prefer
pussy.
pussy over the dick?
And you don't need to convince us because we agree.
No, okay, hey, I'm glad we're all in unison here. Why do I prefer pussy over dick? I don't know. It's just
Let's be honest.
good.
A lot more problems come with the pussy.
No, okay, like if I'm
Look
fucking,
at
like
me.
I gotta worry about being pregnant. I gotta worry about being crazy. I gotta worry about chasing bitches
Poe.
and keying niggas' cars and shit. Like I'm
Yeah.
not trying to do all that.
Poe.
Huh?
You fuck with women.
Yeah, I fuck with women.
They're a pain in the motherfucking ass. Every lesbian I speak to says the women are a pain in the
Yeah, and
fucking
Poe, you the
ass.
man in the relationship, so you go through exactly what we go through with these chicks.
Yeah, well, yeah.
What do they want, yo?
They don't know. That's
That's
the
the
thing.
problem.
I'm a woman. We get into relationships and then we think it's good and you just want more and more and more and more.
You know what I think women want? We chase pussy. I think women chase priority. They don't want to be number one, but they want to be number one. The second they're the number one priority, it's you're smothering me.
Well, most of the time, a girl's pussy is my priority.
But it's not your number one.
No, I think
Yes, it is.
Whatever your girl wants, like you got to go film some shit, and she's like, no, I want to go to the movies. You're going to cancel your
That's
filming?
different. That's work. But her pussy is your number one
Do
priority.
you know what priority means?
Yes. 'Cause think about
Priority
it.
means that's the number one thing you
Think
got to
about
do.
it. Even when you talk about her being in the studio,
Yeah.
what upsets you is somebody getting that priority, which is her pussy. That's what you're thinking about. You're not thinking about her. You're thinking about somebody fucking her.
Yeah,
That's really your worst
I'm
nightmare.
thinking of that's my worst nightmare, but my worst nightmare is different than me allocating time to that. For
Listen,
example, you're not gonna not do work.
you guys are taking this way too deep.
No.
They just
I'm
they
going to
just-
not do work because I have to work. You know why? Because if I ain't making no money, then I can't go chase my number one priority, which is pussy. Pussy is our number one priority because everything we do for pussy.
Yeah, but I'm not saying
Everything.
pussy is. I'm taking your girlfriend.
So funny. You guys don't know. You're not women, so you can't. You just sit here and speculate. They want to be number one. They want to be the world. They want to be your world. They want you. And
You are.
no, but the thing is, we know that, and then we forget, and then we have to continuously be reminded, just because that's just how we are.
Everything that we do is for y'all. Everything. We go get haircuts
Yeah,
for
I
y'all.
know, I
we
know,
work
but
out
we-
for y'all.
we-
We buy clothes for y'all. We get
Yeah.
sneakers for y'all. I'm not doing this shit so I can look cute for Andrew.
It's the same thing though. We know it, but then we want to keep being reminded of it. That's just it. That's just how we are. Get over it. That's it.
Nah, it's constant reassurance.
Yeah, it's
That's what it
constant
is.
reassurance.
We need constant reassurance, and this is what I think it is. I don't think you understand how we love you. We understand how you love us.
Yeah.
Because you're very clear with it. You just love us through loving. But we love you, like Charlamagne was just saying, by other shit.
Yeah.
We'll get jeans. We go to the gym. We try to be successful.
We pay the fucking rent. We take care of our kids.
Exactly. Right?
You seem like you are talking from a personal space.
Yeah, you acting like you resent taking care of your kids.
Right.
Take care of my kids.
Take care of my kids.
What are you supposed to do with your kids?
For you.
I love my child for you.
That other girl I don't love, ask her how it feels to raise that little bastard by herself. I'm not in his life. I love you so much that I take care of my kid. Okay?
Oh my gosh, you guys are insane right now. No, but I mean, it's the back and forth. That's what makes love and life. You gotta keep figuring that shit out, you know? Nobody's gonna be completely 100% happy 100% of the time.
I think women trust, I think that's why a lot of women turn to women, because they trust women more because women don't have a penis.
Well, yeah, we can't get you pregnant. We can't,
I don't think
most of the time
it's
we
trust.
can't whip your ass.
I think it's reassurance. I think a lot of them just want love, and women have such a greater capacity of love, and they're there for them, and they'll coddle them, and they'll text them throughout the day and say, hey, I was missing you. I saw this billboard. I thought of you.
Yeah, but that shit gets old, too, in the lesbian relationship. You'd be like, all right, enough of that. We did that the first year we were together.
So then what do you guys do?
We fight like crazy
That's what you want to
bitches.
do is fight.
Have you
That's
ever
not
had
what
a
you
girl
want to
cheat on
do.
you?
That's what you...
Well,
Yes.
so girls do cheat. Like when
Yes.
Is it worse when it's with a dude?
No.
Be honest. You don't get upset.
No, it's worse when it's with a girl, because then you feel like, some bitch is hotter than me. So
And you know it's an emotional connection when she's with another girl.
Yeah, because you don't just one night stand with girls.
Now,
Never.
Now here's the thing: when girls cheat on dudes, it's out of spite. When girls cheat on girls, is it out of love?
That's a good question. Girls,
like when a girl would, if my girl cheat on me, right?
I think it was just the absence there. And then most of the time, if girls cheat on guys with another guy, it doesn't have to be out of spite. It just has to be out of, maybe your dick was small.
Nah, that's not how they work.
Yeah, sometimes it is, my friend.
Listen, how you gonna tell me my dick's small but then go fuck a clitoris? And a clitoris ain't nothing but a small dick.
Because she's not getting satisfied. You know how many women, you know how many straight girls I fuck?
Penetrated a centimeter? What?
You know how many straight girls I fuck because their man isn't satisfying them? Oh, come on, get over yourself. For real. You two, get over yourself.
No, but the point he's making is, if my dick is small,
don't go
why are you
going to
go smaller? You know what I mean? I can understand if my dick is small.
Yeah, but you realize that I could please your girl in a totally different way that you can.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You could do that shit. No, that's true. She could do it by listening and
acting like you care.
Asking her about her day.
All right, Andrew, that attitude's not going to get you far, my friend.
Listen, let's talk about trust for a minute, because that's interesting how Schulz says he don't trust his girl in the studio with guys like Zeek, right?
Yeah.
Because he's a creep.
No, I do trust my girl.
And
I'll be honest. I'm in a
Don't
good.
backpedal now.
No, I'm being honest with you. I'm in a good relationship where I do trust my girl, but that doesn't mean.
But what if she was in the studio with like
Pharrell,
Mark Anthony, Usher?
I gives a fuck about
Mark Anthony? I'd be worried about.
No, I'm just saying like
HIV to Mark Anthony.
Oh, damn.
Mark Anthony looks like a zombie from
looks like
Walking
an
Dead.
X-ray.
He does look like
Mark
an
Anthony
X-ray.
looks like an X-ray.
Yeah.
He looks skeletal.
Oh,
like,
wow, he does.
Okay, so but would
R.
I be
Kelly.
R. Kelly?
Ooh.
Nah, my girl's too old for R. Kelly.
Yeah.
I think I'd be
Chris
safe.
Brown.
With Chris, I'd be a little worried. Yeah, because my girl's defense isn't on point.
Yeah,
She knows how to do that shit. She doesn't have that Mayweather shoulder roll.
Robin's sick.
No, Robin. But here's the thing. I'll be honest. I wouldn't worry about my girl. I wouldn't worry about my girl, but I always worry about a dude just being. You got to always worry about dudes. You know what I mean? And I do trust my girl.
You keep saying that. I don't feel like you do, my man.
You got real trust.
No, I'm being honest with you.
You got real trust. You don't care about what the guy does.
Say what?
If you got real trust, you don't care about what the guy does.
Oh yeah, honestly, it's not about what the guy does. It's if I know a dude, do you know what I mean? And he's gonna do something to fuck up my relationship, or he's gonna do something like that, then I find that disrespectful to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if this is somebody that let's say you got a girlfriend, right? And she's in music and she's working with this producer who happens to be a buddy of yours. And then you find out he tried to do something in the studio. You're like, yo, what the fuck is wrong? Like, you know me. If it's some stranger, I almost expect you to hit on my girl.
Yeah.
Because I
expect you
would.
to ask her to finger herself while she's in the goddamn.
Yeah, no, for real. Honestly,
That is gonna go far.
honestly, if we didn't know each other and you did that, and then she came and told me, I'd be like, yo, that's fucked up. But then in the back of my head, be like, yo, shit, that's some ballsy shit to do. That motherfucker got some balls, man. I never thought of that.
But would you be mad at me at the album release party?
What if I met you later?
Would you
I'd
say
be like, yo,
something?
let me smell your fucking hands. Yo.
Oh,
Smell your goddamn motherfucking ruining the Knicks' hands.
You know what made me think about this shit? I was speaking of the Knicks. I was watching Lala, and Lala tweeted out Kevin Hart was her man crush Monday. But then her and Melo was at the Met Ball cooling, and I'm like, yo, there must be a lot of trust in that relationship for a woman to be able to tweet out about a man crush and not get pinched.
Yeah.
Melo's like the coolest guy in the world, though. Like, not much bothers him like that. That kind of stuff doesn't bother him. But, I mean, they have a great relationship, so.
Did you see the picture of Melo looking at Rihanna?
Yeah.
No, like, show me.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is hard for people listening, but there's
There's
a
a
picture
lot
out
of
there.
trust going on in that situation.
Yeah.
That's what really made me think about it. Like, wow.
Melo, I mean,
I
Rihanna has a
don't
look on her
think
face like she's about to wreck a home. Like, it is a serious, it is like when you see this look,
Is this from
you,
the Met Ball?
yeah.
Yes.
And she looks like she's ready. Like she wants a max contracts player. Like that's what she's after. You know what I mean?
This is what made me
That free agency.
That's what made me ask about trust.
Right? Let me try and describe this image here. So Mello is in the background. He's in a bow tie. He's dressed like he's in Boardwalk Empire. And Rihanna is in front of him, and he's looking at her, and he's literally looking at her like, "Why are you gonna make me ruin my life
Oh, man.
and cheat on my wife? Like, why would you dare stand in front of me like that?"
Melo's looking at her like it's a spot on the Miami Heat open right now, and they can offer him a max contract.
Max.
He's like, I got to take that opportunity.
Oh man.
And the caption says, "She's lucky Lala's not here." Or, "She's lucky Lala here," some shit like that.
She lucky.
But that's what
Lala,
makes me
yeah.
ask about trust.
You
Like-
gotta have it. You absolutely have to have it. But, you know, in a perfect world, you would trust your mate all the time. But that ain't true.
You know how you build trust, and I've been working on this with my girl, and I fucked up for years with this. I literally feel this is how you build trust, and you calm a girl down and calm a boyfriend down, is you tell them when you don't want to hang out with them. And I didn't realize this. I would always be a wuss. I'd always go, well, yeah, if you want to hang out, let's do it whenever you want, because I didn't want you to think that I didn't want to be with you, right? But then she would start going, oh shit, he's just doing this because he doesn't want to upset me. And then she started questioning all the time we hung out.
Gotcha.
So I realized, wait a minute, I got to tell her, hey, I want to go hang out with Charlamagne and go watch the fight. You know, I want to do that, right? I don't want to hang out with you, so that when I tell her a week from then, hey, I'd really like to take you out to dinner, she goes, oh, he's not doing this just because he thinks it would make me happy.
Gotcha.
He's doing this because it...
How long have you been with your girl?
3 years.
Okay.
Took me 3 years to figure that shit out.
Every relationship needs me time, though. Like, I gotta go
Agreed.
kick it with my dudes. I gotta go kick it with some of my homegirls. When you're not around, like, you need that.
Yeah.
You need that.
And your girl is cool with that?
Yeah, you know, now we're coming to the point where it is like, we both had to grow. Initially, she would probably take that shit as me saying, I don't like you, and that would maybe make her feel insecure. And now she's realizing the pressure that always having to conform to someone's plans would put on me.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
it would literally be to the point at sometimes where, because I want her to feel good, yo. I want her to be happy. So I go, all right, whatever you want to do, let's just do it. But I wasn't taking that me time.
Yeah.
And then I would resent the fact that I didn't
You
get...
weren't happy because you weren't getting no fucking me time.
Exactly. Well, the second I was able to say I wanted to do that, literally, almost immediately, I went, oh shit, like, I really love you.
Nice.
Like, and not even on some, you know what I mean? It was just like, oh shit.
I
There's
just
some
think that
freedom there.
If you guys are like, it's hard for people to grow together. But if you can grow together, you guys can learn each other, because you're always going to be figuring out your person. You're always going to be figuring out your girl. Like, oh, okay, wait, maybe a year ago I thought this was cool, like you said. Now it's not. And if you can sustain that, then you can make it. I think that's what helps you make it, if you could grow together. But a lot of times you get to a point where you're still trying to figure each other out, and one person is mad all the time and one person is mad all the time, and you quit. But it's those people who power through. Like,
When do
you're
you
gonna make it
stop
through.
trying to figure shit out and just be? Just be. Let shit be organic.
I think there are moments where you are being, but you're still going to continue to figure. When your girl gets about 50 and her titties drop and you figure out why she's so insecure, you're like, damn, she's so insecure. It's because her body's, but you still got to figure that shit out. You're never
I
just
don't
going
give a shit because I'm going to probably be 50 with my fucking balls longer than my shaft. I don't give a shit.
But you just gotta. This is what I think. I'm not the Bible, but I think you're always gonna be learning your mate. And if you're not, then you're bored.
No, that's true. No, and if you're not, then neither one of y'all are growing either.
Right.
Because as people grow and as people evolve, you do grow together, but you still grow as individuals. So when you do grow as individuals, you still have to know what she's into now, what you're into now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I
especially
believe
if you
that.
live together.
Because if you're not evolving, you're kind of just bored. You're like looking at the same. I mean, artwork is you sit there and you stare at it and then you change it because you're like, damn, this shit is still the same. Like I can't look at my girl currently that I'm dating and being like, damn, you still on the same shit. You're not gonna cut your hair. You're not gonna do nothing different. Like you've got to constantly evolve.
I think that's the worst thing in the world, man, to be so close to somebody but be so distant.
That's horrible.
Oh yeah, the silent treatment.
Yeah, man.
That is what most affects me.
Like when you're with somebody.
You guys are sensitive.
Shut the fuck up, okay?
Man, you guys are mad sensitive.
Yo,
right
for
now.
real, man.
What's going on with you?
That
two?
just sound like some Drake shit, though. That's
I'm
the worst
gonna
thing
be
in the
honest
world,
with you.
To be so close to somebody but be so far. What the fuck did I just say?
That's what he would say. So close to you, but so far. Skype.
Right. You guys need to light a candle in this.
But it's the
bitch
truth,
and
though.
lower
Like
the
you and a
light.
person can be so tight. I mean, y'all can live with each other, kick it with each other, but never really talk. Don't know what that person is into now. Like it could be the simplest thing. Like she put ketchup on her fucking French fry. Yo, you never used to like ketchup on your French fry.
Yo.
Like, who the fuck taught you to eat ketchup on your goddamn French fries?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be little shit like that, but that lets you know, like,
You be like, yo, who is this dude you're fucking?
Yeah, then why you get mad about it though?
Exactly.
You get mad when people evolve.
No,
You do?
But you do. But
Now
what I'm
you
saying
fucking
is,
somebody. You trying to evolve? Oh, you fucking.
but that
Yeah.
literally, the second your girl does some different shit that you never knew about, immediately they're like, you fucking the Heinz, dude. Who the fuck is Heinz?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Zeke brought up a good point, though. He said, why get mad when somebody evolves? You get mad when somebody evolves without you and when you weren't involved in that evolvement.
Yeah, but you were involved.
Yeah.
I never
You
knew-
were involved.
you
You
just
just
weren't
grew.
paying attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew that she was doing this shit, but you weren't focusing on it.
You guys should like write the other Steve Harvey book, man.
Yo, that's what I honestly.
Fuck Steve Harvey.
No, for real, I want to write a book, and I think this would be the best-selling book of all time. And I think it'd be better if a girl wrote it, like Lala could write this shit, or somebody could write it. But I would like
Love
to write
Playbook.
it.
Yeah,
But
I got the Love Playbook.
Love Playbook is definitely good. But this is the name of the book. It's just called How to Keep a Man.
They
What?
have tons of books
But
called that.
it doesn't-
Volume 1 through
It
1,000.
doesn't matter. It's not big enough. How to Keep a Man, maybe written by a man. What girl wouldn't read that? You're retarded if you don't read that book.
They got plenty of those book shows.
But
They
then why
do.
are none of them big?
They only
You
got
just don't-
movies. They don't got a movie like
They
that.
just don't go to the bookstore, man. Of course they got those.
Who goes
books.
to the
But that's what
bookstore?
Steve Harvey shit was. Act like a lady, think like a man. or
Act like
something.
a lady, think like a man.
Think like, but that's what it really was. It really was a book on how to keep a man, how to get a man to really be into you and be all involved in
Hey,
shit like that.
they should
What it
call
really was,
How to Keep a Man.
Steve Harvey really. People gave Steve Harvey flack, but truthfully, Steve Harvey made it to where it was so easy to get pussy for at least 5-6 years because of that book.
Why?
Because the 90-day rule. If all I gotta do is wait for 90 days for some pussy, and all I gotta do is give you a title within those 90 days, oh, this is my girlfriend. Oh yeah, this is wifey. This is my boo. And you gonna give me some? Hell yeah, I'll do that.
That's a long
I'll sign a
time.
90-day lease for that pussy.
That is a long time to wait for some pussy.
90 days ain't
I've
shit.
never waited that long.
See, but you assuming that you're waiting for just one girl. You already set a girl up 30 days in, and then you got another
then you got
girl
another-
45 days in.
And you got somebody you're fucking already
Exactly.
anyway.
So you planted
think
the
about
seeds, and then the harvest is in the fall, in the winter, in the spring, etc.
I wait 3 months for that pussy.
You should write a book.
No,
That
but
is genius.
I don't see. Here's the thing: I wouldn't
The
do it.
harvest is in.
Shit, I couldn't do it because I am paralyzed with fear of breaking up. I think breaking up is the worst fucking thing.
you gotta get over
so
that
I would
shit, though.
never give titles, just because, unless I'm really into that person. You know what I mean? Because
So you never
breaking
get
up-
married?
No, I want to get married to my girl eventually, you know what I mean? Because that's my girl. But to just meet some chick and then like pretend and give her a title and it's all fake and then just knock
Just for some sex?
shit. Well, and then also I've never had girls hold out on me like that.
I didn't think
What's the
I had.
longest?
That a girl's held out on me?
Held out. Put the roadblock in. You tried to go down there and she said no.
I mean, I've heard girls say no, but that's when you force it.
Well,
I'm joking.
see?
No means no.
I'm laughing at the radio.
The Charlamagne is giving me a thumbs up. You guys can't see right now.
Nope. Not laughing at the radio.
No.
Ain't gonna do it.
No, I don't know. Maybe at most a couple weeks. At most, I just can't fathom. What girl really waits 90 days?
When I was in high
All
school,
you need
I
to do,
waited.
realistically
I was
speaking,
a virgin.
Hold on, you used to wait, Paul?
Well, when I was, my first time, I was like, no, I'm not having sex, So
guy or girl,
A guy. Yeah. So we took about 8 months and then we had sex.
and then did you like it?
Yeah, it was cool.
If you're a lesbian, right, but you've never been penetrated by a dick, just eating out, are you still a virgin technically?
Absolutely, you're a virgin.
In my mind, you are, yeah. But a lot of lesbians don't think like that. Because in their mind, to them, sex with a guy just doesn't exist.
So here's something that I often ask gay dudes.
That's cool.
Ask gay dudes.
Oh.
Right? Because
It's funny because I thought you said kids, but it's the same thing.
gay dudes are the same as kids?
Yeah, I mean, that's what they call themselves, it's slang.
Oh, really?
The kids, yeah.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that. That sounds very pedophilic. I wouldn't know if you're going to go fuck a kid? Yeah, I'm going to go
I
fuck
don't
her.
think they'd say it
They
like
don't say
that.
it like that.
Oh,
not in
okay.
that sense.
All right, I'm just saying, I would never want to throw that word out there. Anyway, yeah, we need to switch the word up, gay community. I don't think we should go with
I want to
kids.
fuck with the kids. I want to fuck with the kids.
That's still weird
That
as
sounds
fuck.
crazy. You're right.
Anyway,
Either way you put it.
so
Shouts to Michael Jackson.
Jesus Christ, Zeke. Gosh, no wonder nobody liked Isaiah. Apple doesn't fall too far from the
No,
tree.
that's the opposite. People love Isaiah.
Until he became a bad boy. I saw the 30 for 30.
No, but isn't that true? Isn't your dad is very liked
Once
around?
he made that
like, he's
comment
very
about Larry
charismatic.
Bird,
Yes.
it was a wrap. When he agreed with Dennis Rodman,
I don't know. I
Never agree to a quote.
All right, fair. So here's the thing. My feeling on sex is this: like, I spoke to gay dudes before. I'm like, have you ever tried vagina? And they're like, ew, no, I would never do vagina. And I was like, well, I've tried butthole.
What?
Right, a girl's butthole.
Be
Okay.
specific.
Right, I've tried butthole, girl's butthole, and it's cool. But I could tell you that personally, vagina feels better than butthole.
Okay.
Right?
And what if you would have said, but you ain't never had no dick? Though?
How you
ain't
know?
had
You ain't never got no dick in your
Dick
ass.
talk.
Never had
And, yo, you want to know for real though? I'll be honest with you. I had a colonic.
Okay.
Okay.
So colonic, they put something in your
Yeah.
butt, and then the water squirts out. So that's got almost as close as getting
Colonic
nutted
ain't
in.
no dick, though.
It ain't no dick. That'd be,
It ain't no 8 inches.
thick, robust, roast beef dick. This ain't ain't no salami. Listen, no, but for real, I personally can't say for a fact that dick in my butt doesn't feel good because I've never tried it. I can't say
My
that.
butt either.
You've never had dick in your butt, so you can't say that that's not
I
good.
cannot say it. I mean, a finger every now and then.
Exactly.
Maybe, but-
I haven't had a finger. I've had the tongue, which was cool.
I've definitely had a finger in my ass.
You have a finger. You like that?
It was all right.
It was all right. Now think about how much better it would be if it was just a fat dick. You know what I'm saying? With some veins on that shit.
There's some thrust behind force behind
Yeah.
that motherfucker.
And a dude grabbing you by your jaw. It said, "Who's the donkey of the day now?" Hee-haw, hee-haw.
Oh, shit. That's too much. Y'all spend too much time together. No.
I've been sitting there trying to figure out for at least 20 minutes, why does Zeek Thomas have an injury that his father would have, but he's a fucking producer? He play that goddamn
Go
back.
ahead, Z.
You know
What's
what's
your
funny?
leg? What do you have?
I tore the Achilles. Same injury that knocked him out of his career.
Doing what?
Basketball.
Jesus, that is crazy.
Wow.
That is like history is repeating itself.
You did.
So what happened?
Damn.
I was, playing defense, tore the Achilles.
Did you ever want to play ball professionally?
I never wanted to play professionally.
Really?
I was never dedicated enough to play professionally, I should say.
Are you the oldest son?
I'm the oldest. Love to play. AAU, we won some championships.
So you're nice.
I'm all right.
You play in college?
I can vibe. I didn't play college. Actually, I separated my shoulder my freshman year. So I've just been injured my entire life.
So you was just playing recreational and you tore your Achilles.
Yeah.
Did you call Pops like, Pops?
And so actually, I called him. I'm like, what did it feel like when you tore your Achilles? And he said, it felt like somebody just punched you in the back of the leg and you turn around and nobody's there. I'm like, well, I think I tore my Achilles.
Yeah.
He's like, congratulations, that's my boy.
That's my guy.
Is it more of y'all? You got more brothers?
I got a younger sister.
Okay.
That's it.
Did you ever feel pressure to like want to play ball?
I never felt pressure because I played, I loved it, I enjoy it. I still, watch the playoffs.
What did he encourage you to do? Isaiah Thomas is his father.
He
Just
knew.
joining us.
He actually saw me. He saw what I loved music. He said you should pursue music. Like he knew that I loved it from day one. He's like, you're good at this.
Gotcha.
Go for it.
Nice.
Wow.
That's better. I feel like it's almost better when you do something that's completely different than your parents, especially if your parents are really successful.
Unless you're 5 times as good as he was in whatever field he's in.
Yeah, because you're all ultimately going to be compared to him if you play ball.
Yeah.
You know, but you're a way better music producer
Thank you.
than your dad is a team of the Knicks.
Here we
producer.
go.
That's
He
for
was saying
damn
you
fucking
got set
sure.
up for
I
that
did. I
one.
did a
Okay,
little bit.
that's
I did a
for
little
damn
bit.
sure.
I did a
No,
little
I'm just
bit.
joking. But for real, you can't be compared to that. What was the? It's one of the 48 laws of power. It's like don't
Never fill a
emulate.
great man's shoes.
Exactly. Never fill a great man's shoes because you'll only be compared. That's why I think Kobe will never get the credit that he deserves because I think he's just being Jordan. Whereas LeBron, I see LeBron as something totally different that we haven't seen
Bullshit.
before.
First of all, LeBron is Magic Johnson reincarnated.
Magic did not have a shot like LeBron did.
Yeah, he didn't have a shot. He never shot. He never
did
shot
not
like
have a
LeBron,
shot
and
like
he did
LeBron.
not have that
you out of your-
speed
He
and
did not
that
have the
power.
speed and
His era, he
athleticism.
did. Magic, first of
Magic
all,
couldn't shoot.
revolutionized the point guard.
They used
position.
to tell people to back off Magic
And let him
double team Kareem
Yep.
and try to let him beat you passing.
do that little set shot. He shot like a girl. He
LeBron
did that
ain't
little.
the greatest shooter either.
But he a
LeBron
better shooter.
shot
We're just saying,
is
is he better than
proficient.
Magic?
First of all, I think Magic is arguably the greatest basketball player of all time. Of
You
course,
are fucking out
Jordan
of your
number one,
mind.
of course, but Magic is 2.
See, okay,
easily.
how come everybody? I just want to know. How come everybody always discounts the big men when they talk about greatest of all time? You discount Bill
big men-
Russell.
big men's
You
not really a
discount
skill
Will
position.
Chamberlain.
I don't
you
discount Bill.
Kareem
It's not really a skill
Abdul-Jabbar.
position.
No, I think
How's
Bill.
that a skill position?
not a skill
Kareem
position.
Abdul-Jabbar scored almost 40,000 points.
No, but it's not really a skill position.
No,
It's not.
Bill Russell changed the game maybe more than anybody. You could
'Cause
argue.
he got 16 rings.
No, he didn't have 16.
11.
He had,
But it's
no,
11.
11, 13.
Well, 11
Because
as
he
a
coached.
player.
Yeah, 11 as a
13
player, and then 2 as a coach.
yeah.
But what he did to the game, I think that they actually he just revolutionized the game defensively. Like my dad to this day, when he speaks, obviously he thinks Jordan's the best player he's ever seen. But he goes, besides Jordan, I've never seen anybody change the course of a game on both ends of the floor like Bill Russell.
Hold on, let me go back to Kobe.
Yeah.
The reason Kobe will never be put in that same echelon as those guys is because he raped that fucking girl in her ass in Denver, Colorado.
I don't
It
think
was
so.
all downhill from there after that. He was the face of the league up until that point. He fucked that
Yeah,
girl
but
in
they
her
had,
asshole.
they had to say bye.
Yes.
They had to say-
Really?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
you
think
had to
about it.
separate a
He
little
won
bit.
2 rings after that, and they still didn't put him as the face.
The man.
It was like, nope, we got this new kid. He's the king. He ain't out here raping white girls in the ass. Kobe, it's a wrap for you, dog. Seriously.
But I think it's because LeBron says all the right things.
He's a charismatic guy. Like
LeBron is a charismatic
No,
guy, but he
man.
also Kobe doesn't care. Kobe is going to say whatever the fuck Kobe thinks about whatever it is. He's not going to give the, my teammates did a good job. And
I don't know. When you
out
think
there.
about it, it's in the past, in the Jordan era, you got Kobe and Shaq, and you got Tim Duncan winning all the rings. Kobe should have been the man.
Kobe
And
was
you-
the man.
was the man. He was the man.
No,
But
Tell
you
me
saying
fuck
that
that girl in the ass.
they took him down.
But he was so
They took him down.
unlikable. I feel like
No.
people. He was
wasn't
not.
like- he was
He was
an
not
asshole.
likable.
Jordan wasn't likable.
Listen.
Jordan was not like
Jordan was a dick.
Let me tell you something.
Oh,
Jordan maybe was not likable in
Jordan's
the
still an asshole.
Jordan was not likable in the league, but outside of the league, people that didn't know thought Jordan was the
Bullshit.
nicest guy
Everybody
in the world.
I've never met somebody who met Jordan who has a good Jordan
What did I
story.
just say? I just said outside of the league, outside of the people that know them.
In the league, they hated him in the league.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying.
And outside of the league, I'm talking about regular people in the street hated Michael
I know
Jordan.
bottle service people hated Michael Jordan.
Hated
Because
him.
they dealt with him.
He used to go to Marquee, ring up a $10,000 tab,
And wouldn't tip shit.
leave $100.
That's what's up. I respect
Charles
that.
Barkley said that on fucking Conan
Honestly.
O'Brien. He said the worst tipper he's ever met is Michael fucking Jordan.
I love that. I love that.
They said Michael Jordan went to a club one time and said, I'm not taking no pictures with no black guys or some shit like that.
No, that was the the Chameleonaire story.
Yeah,
Never heard
Chameleon was like, nah, I don't take pictures with black guys. Chameleon asked
He
him
didn't
for
say
pictures-
black guys. He said
Black people.
Nope. He
What?
dropped that N-bomb right
Niggas, whatever.
to his face.
Listen, I ain't mad at him. I'll say the same shit right now.
Chameleonaire? He said-
I don't give a fuck. I don't
And
think
that was the end of his career.
But I don't know. I just feel like
Military
Kobe
man.
was so likable. Like honestly, I
Who the
think.
who?
Well, here's the thing. If he was more likable, maybe that girl would have let him fuck her.
No,
Do you know what I mean? He clearly wasn't likable enough that he can't fuck the
nobody
maid.
likes
You
Kobe.
can't fuck the maid?
You know when we started hating
The
Kobe?
maid, Charlamagne.
He did fuck her.
Against her will?
No, he got the pussy. He probably put in her.
He put it in her ass.
Put her ass.
He put it in her
against
ass.
though. She wasn't ready for the ass shot.
Let's put this in perspective here, okay? You're the maid in a hotel.
Yeah.
Okay? Is it rape if that's the most famous person you'll ever have sex with?
I'm not having this conversation.
No, hold on.
I'm not having this conversation.
Hold on, Charlamagne. Why?
I'm not having
This is the second time I've gotten him into an uncomfortable situation.
Fucking Kobe. Nobody liked him when he fucking sold Shaq out. When he got caught fucking cheating.
That's my point. He's
He did.
unlikable.
He sold Shaq out.
Yeah,
He was unlikable. He's
They
a
said
little
he was
bitch.
likable.
The Lakers,
No,
the
I'm
Lakers,
saying he's
the Lakers could have
unlikable.
won 5, 6. They could have won 6 rings.
I think they could have easily won 6.
Shaq and Kobe
That
in
ego.
their prime, and Kobe
Yes.
had to be like, all right, you got to go.
That's the ultimate
Shaq
guy.
won the next
Shaq
year.
won the next year.
And then he'd have won it with Kobe. That's
Absolutely.
the ultimate guy code violation.
Agreed.
You get caught cheating and you tell your wife, well, Shaq does it all the time. Like, that makes
You
it
tell
even
the
better.
news Shaq does it all the time. He didn't tell the wife, he told the news.
Like, that makes your shit even better.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Nah.
Can you imagine Shaq's face when he saw that and was just like,
Shaq probably went in that locker room and said, you better run.
Nah, he went
I'm
in
going
that
to give you a
locker room.
5-second head start.
Everybody knew everybody knew something was wrong because his eyes were actually not crooked. His eyes straightened up
Oh, they
for a
were
minute.
focused.
Yeah, they got real
They
focused.
turned bright red.
Like, oh,
he
shoot.
went back into steel.
Shaq was so mad he told
Kazam.
Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes.
He did. I saw the video.
wait, what?
Tell me how my ass tastes. That might be worse than suck my dick.
I know you don't like suck my dick.
Yeah, 'cause I don't
You know
have
what suck my dick, his comeback is for suck my dick?
I don't have one.
Yeah, yes, you do.
I used to, but I don't say it anymore.
Yeah, all right.
I used to say suck my dick back.
Suck my dick back.
That shit don't sound right. It's just like you say, tell me how my ass tastes. You're like, tell me how my ass tastes, motherfucker.
But you gotta say back. It's so fun. Tell me how my ass tastes back.
Bitch.
I'm gonna
Back.
taste yours. I'm gonna give it a good tasting,
What?
but then you're gonna taste this ass and tell me how it tastes.
Lickety lick tongue, motherfucker.
This is a good thing, though. It's important to be likable.
It is important.
This is
to
the
be
moral of this
likable.
story. It's very important to be likable. Through all Shaq's bullshit, he was likable.
Do you
Yes.
think you're likable, Charlamagne? And I love you. I think you're great.
I don't know. I don't know. It depends
I
who
think
you
I
ask.
think he is incredibly likable, and I think he's likable with the right people. For example, you know you don't need to be likable to somebody that you don't care if they like you.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're in a meeting with execs and stuff like that that you like and you actually appreciate what they do and you want to work with them, I don't think you're in there being like, "Fuck you, you shouldn't have
No,
made
yeah,
this show."
absolutely not. It's not even about executives though. It's easy. You're supposed to be nice to them, but I'm talking about like when I hear stories about Michael Jordan saying I don't take pictures with niggas or people being assholes to people in the street, I go out of my way to not be that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think you have to make a conscious effort, a conscious decision to say I'm gonna be as nice to everybody I meet, because you get back what you put out.
Right.
So that's how I am with people in the street. Like, yo, what's up? How are you? Blah blah blah. This and that. I just don't like dumb shit. Don't
Okay.
say some dumb shit to me, and we'll be fine.
I
That's
mean,
it.
a lot of times, a lot of people say dumb shit.
They do, and that's when you check. There's nothing wrong. If somebody says some dumb shit to you, there's nothing wrong with getting at them.
But I feel
for the
like
dumb shit they say.
that's when you cross the border. Like that's when you become not likable. When you speak about how
When you check them?
many people. Yes, I just think that
So you think that people just can't be checked?
I think people can be checked in a certain way. You're not your approach when you check people is very aggressive.
It is.
Yeah. So
But it's weird. It's like
It
I
is.
think you have an expectation. I think people have an expectation. I think there's an expectation for Charlamagne, right? He has an expectation of the way that he's going to talk, right? Comedians, you know, as a stand-up, I have an expectation. I can get away with a lot more than just somebody who's like a senator. If I sit here and go, yeah, I eat ass, it's cool. But if the senator from Alabama was like, hell yeah, I eat some ass, you'd be like,
Whoa.
whoa, like, why are you talking about eating ass? You know what I mean?
whoa, I just picture that.
Is it because he's a senator? He's above eating ass?
No, but in our minds, you shouldn't be talking about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So our expectation of them is different. So I think
That's fucked up. I'm glad you said that because that's how I feel about politicians.
Bill Clinton couldn't
It's-
get some pussy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can't get my fucking dick sucked in the Oval Office. I'm still a fucking man at the end of the day.
yeah,
I wonder how many politicians eat ass.
I would have loved
I would like to
him.
do a survey.
I would love to know that too, and I think a
S&M.
lot of them. But
They're probably some freaks.
oh, absolutely, with the pressure of that job, come on,
Look at Elliot Spencer. That motherfucker was out here fucking prostitutes 100 miles per hour.
pros. Actually, I think that was the responsible thing to do.
But is he not capable of leading just because he wants to go fuck some prostitutes?
No, I don't agree
that
with
shit
you.
is whack.
And I think that's why we forgive it.
We can't judge them on their moral.
But here's the thing.
on their sex. You got to stop judging people on their sex life.
Well,
you really do.
We
do.
forgive
Dick
it.
pics and all this
Yeah,
other
you do.
shit. Let it go.
But
You
we
do. Let
forgive
go.
it.
Totally
We
fine.
do let it go. We act like
I
it's a
don't
big
know.
deal.
We crucify people for
No,
that
we
stuff.
don't.
We have no control over that.
No, we
Well,
don't.
lately-
We're okay with it. What's his face ran again?
Who?
He didn't win, but he ran again.
Yeah, but he was laughed at, and his life was over.
Who?
It didn't work out
Anthony
very well.
Weiner?
Weiner
Yeah.
ran.
When he
Come on,
ran
man.
for mayor?
It was his fucking name that killed him.
Exactly.
You can't fucking send dick pics in your last
And then
name.
your last name's Wiener. Exactly. Yeah. So, but I think really it comes down to expectation, man. If people have a certain expectation, athletes, for example, they just got to say the nice shit. Anytime an athlete is real and just says the shit that you want to say, he's crucified.
But
Right.
Muhammad
Allen Iverson.
Ali.
Not true.
Allen Iverson, practice. We're talking about practice. Everybody ripped him. And guess what happened in the league after that? Practices started being easy as fuck because they realized that the players were wearing themselves thin during practice.
Listen, you know Allen Iverson's problem? He didn't have no discipline. And when they tried to discipline him, he fucking rebelled. If they would have let Allen Iverson be Allen Iverson, it would have fucked the league up. It would have fucked the league. You had a bunch of niggas in cornrows with fucking tattoos acting like motherfucking thugs. Because that's also the era when fucking it was really cool to be
Yeah.
criminal.
And one.
Really
Yeah.
cool to
Yeah.
be criminal.
Yeah.
They had to check that shit for the sake of the league. They had to.
I understood that though.
I did too.
Yeah, I understood that. I think that was a good decision they made.
He wasn't likable. Allen
I mean,
Iverson was
not-
not likable to mainstream America.
But
Allen Iverson-
he created a whole trend. I don't know if he wasn't likable because
He was likable.
Oh,
People
to the
love
wrong
that.
people.
suburban kids, it was like, that's black. That's what I want to be.
Yeah, but he was the bad guy. Listen, he was my favorite player. Don't get it fucked up. He was my favorite
He was
player.
all of our favorite players.
But
man.
he still had to learn discipline because the kids don't get, okay, it's cool. He can walk around with cornrows and have a bunch of tattoos because he makes hundreds of millions of dollars. You can't do that and be successful in whatever field you want to be in. So they had to check him. They had to tone him down and let him understand discipline in order for him to be a positive influence.
But he did what I implore everybody to do. He said, this is how I'm going to act. You decide how people treat you. I said from the beginning, this is how I dress, this is how my hair looks, and this is the kind of chains I'm gonna wear.
Yeah.
So this is how you better expect.
Did
so
you ever
instead
have
of
cornrows?
I did actually as a kid.
Nice.
I swear to God, yeah. But so I tell people to act like that. Like I think a lot of people get anxiety because they want to act the way they are, but they don't. They act the way people expect them
You
to
can tell
act.
people to be themselves without being like Allen Iverson. Because Allen Iverson's story didn't end well at all.
Sure.
All his bullshit came back to haunt him
Sure.
in the end. Nobody wanted him at the end of his career. They remembered that bad fucking attitude. They remember he didn't listen. They remember this is the guy that was clearly uncoachable because he didn't even want to go to practice. Fuck that.
Agreed, but how nice is your life knowing that a famous fucking Kanye West can come on your TV show and you can look him in the eyes and go, your album was horrible.
What they got to do with Allen Iverson?
But my
How you
point...
compare? Allen Iverson is broke.
No.
Kanye West got money.
What I'm saying is your life. What I'm saying is that there's got to be something nice to know that you've built up the expectation in people's eyes.
So you're basically saying it's nice to know that you can be free and do what you want to do.
Yeah, but you set that precedent. You said, I'm just going to say the shit that I feel, and therefore people will expect that from me. You know what I mean?
Got you.
If he went and met Bill Clinton and Bill Clinton was like, your album's horrible, he'd be like, well, what the hell?
But what if your mentality is to, what if you being yourself is being like Tim Duncan?
Then that's the expectation that you're living up to, and it's not a problem. You're not confined by that.
But then people will be like, oh, you ain't shit because you don't express yourself and you don't like.
But he doesn't care because that's how he wants to be.
Got you.
You see what I'm saying? If you're acting the way you want to be, it don't matter what other people think because you're happy.
That's what I like about Paul.
Go on.
I like that you don't give a fuck.
Oh, I don't.
Like you're truly
don't.
yourself. You dress the way that you want to dress. You eat the pussies you want to eat.
You eat the
You say
pussy.
what's on your mind.
I do eat the pussy. You're right. I do.
And I
I wasn't
respect
always
that.
like that though.
Really?
Yeah, but
So
once
when
I
did you
did,
start
to that
doing
point?
I think one day I had a boyfriend, and I was always concerned about what he thought about me and how pretty he thought I was, and I was just very, I succumbed to him a lot. So one day we were walking in a restaurant, and I had his hand, and I was walking behind him, and I had my head down like this, and my teacher saw me and was like, "Look up, the world's gonna pass you by," and that always stuck to me because I was just like, wow, I care about what people think about me too much because I just always wanted him to like me. And I realized that I wasn't liking myself. So I was like, fuck that. That very day I was just like, fuck that. And then I had to learn and encompass who I was. And there's no way there's no way I can be the artist that I'm striving to be or want to be and be insecure, so worried about what I mean, at the end of the day, that shit is boring and it takes up a lot of your energy. It takes up a lot of your energy. So I'm like, fuck it. Why
I'm gonna
not?
do that. Next time I see a girl with her head down, I'm gonna be like, look up, the world's passing you by. Then I'm gonna pull my dick out.
Dick segment.
Dick segment.
Dick segment.
Poe, tell them where they can get this single, Poe.
iTunes. What else? Amazon.
iTunes, Amazon, Beatport.
Beatport, TommyBoy.com.
You signed now too. You signed to Tommy Boy.
Yeah. I'm signed to Gorilla Records /Tommy Boy.
Okay.
Yeah, just got signed.
When they putting the album up?
The project is gonna be out probably.
It's today.
No, the single's out today.
It's out
Okay.
today.
The
So
album.
make
Sure,
right
you guys
now.
check that out,
Single's
man.
out right now. Get that shit
Go get it.
right and go get it.
And what's
Put
it called
my
one more
dick
time?
out. I'm gonna say that shit all the time now. What's up? Come get this dick.
Come get this dick.
Monsters
You
Be
should
Brave.
call your pussy your dick while you're
Come
fucking.
get this
Yo,
dick.
suck this dick, and the
Suck
girl be
my
like,
dick.
No, you know what? They got some girls that do shit like that, but that doesn't turn me on, my friend.
So what's the name of the single? What's the name?
Suck
Monsters
dick,
Be
you suck
Brave.
dick.
Monsters
Yeah.
Be Brave.
Monsters Be Brave.
Monsters Be Brave.
I'm not very good at sucking dick, though. I will say that.
Yeah,
You
you
haven't
don't
had
need
enough
it.
practice. You've been too busy eating pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
you're
be over
right.
here sucking his dick. So,
Monsters Be Brave, iTunes, at Poe Johnson.
Yo, you're sucking it.
Zeek
That'd be funny
_
if you suck dick like you ate pussy, you just lick the whole of it a lot. You'd be like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I would call-
Tickling the
I
hole.
would call you, be like, yo, I sucked this guy's dick, but I think I did it wrong.
and I'd be like, Paul, come over here and practice, baby. I got you.
Let me help you out.
You would do that for me?
Of course, Paul.
Oh, man, you got my back.
I tried to fuck Paul a couple times.
Really?
Yeah.
It didn't work out?
Clearly not.
Why
Nah,
not?
we never, cause
she likes pussy.
No dick
Yo, but
in my
why don't you
mouth.
do a limp dick scissor? Do you know what the limp dick scissor is? You make sure his dick is soft, and then he just mashes it up against your vagina, and you just rub it.
Why would I do that?
Because it's like the limp dick
You've
scissor.
done that before?
Yeah, that's what you
Andrew.
do after you can't nut anymore.
The fuck out of here.
You do that with your girl?
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
might
we
be
don't
a
make her
lesbian.
come.
No.
That's
She
some dumb
comes?
shit.
Does she
some
come
dumb
when
shit
she
you
do?
do when you didn't
You
make her
just
come.
hold her yourself.
I've
Wait.
Hold on. I'm being.
Andrew,
listen,
Andrew,
it was
Andrew.
a joke for girl
That is
code.
not a joke.
It was a joke for girl code. I've never rubbed my limp dick up against a girl.
Andrew, do
now,
not say that
I've
shit on Girl Code.
I've definitely no. I do it as a joke. I call it the
Okay,
limp dick scissor.
okay.
But now I've definitely orgasmed too fast with
You
a
had to
girl.
do something.
Had to do something. Tried to keep it in there. Right. Pulled it out, and it looked like I've been in a bath too long.
I'll call that the mashup.
The mashup. Yeah,
That's
my
the
buddy calls
mashup.
it the gummy bear.
That's why you should always eat the pussy beforehand so she nuts. So if you get in it and come, it's cool. Because if you get in it, come, and then got to eat the pussy afterwards, you're sucking your own nut.
I would never nut inside and then eat afterwards. Who the hell would do that?
Oh,
This
well,
fool
listen,
right
jobs,
here.
jobs that don't suck every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday at 11:30, right after Guy Code at 11. And check me and Carly Aquilino from Girl Code out at Portland, the Helium Comedy Club in Portland, this Thursday through Saturday.
Yes, and you can check Guy Code and Jobs That Don't Suck on MTV too. Paul, Zeke, thank you for coming, man.
Thank you for having us.
We
Monsters
appreciate
Be
y'all.
Brave.
And as always, if you listen to this podcast and you learn something and you think we're brilliant, you're right. If you listen to this podcast and you think we don't know what the fuck we're talking about and you think we're idiots, you're right too. Have a nice day.